Hello, everyone. Give me just a second and let me turn um, my light on. Now I can be seen. Thank you. Um, how is everyone doing today? I see Facebook has changed their. Uh, they're always changing up on me, but we're gonna do this. So it is National Nanny Recognition Week. Yay! And Ask the Nanny is 2 years old. So we're celebrating our birthday slash anniversary slash whatever it is to us is what we're celebrating. Um, Welcome to all of those who have just joined us. We are excited about tonight. I have some giveaways that I'm going to give away between guests. And so if you want to participate in those giveaways, you have to stay tuned. And um, hi, Janet. Thank you. I am so excited about this show because I know there's going to be a lot of laughter and funny stories and some serious stories and some learning going on. So it's always fun to learn while you're having fun. So we're going to get started, and I am going to bring my first guest on, Jamie, and it says adding. And hello, how
Hi,
are you?
I'm good, and yourself?
I'm good. So I'm going to let you introduce yourself. Uh, Tell us your name, how long you have been nannying, and any special shout outs you want to shout out to, people you want to shout out to for National Nanny Recognition Week. You can do that too.
My name is Jamie Aguilar, and I have been nannying for probably 10 or 15 years. And I worked for the Department of Juvenile Justice. Before that, I was the operator of a daycare, and my whole entire team. We are a sitter company, so they are absolutely great. Nancy Sandback, Abigail Aguilar. I have a great team.
Yay!
Um, we are from Florida, on the east coast of Florida.
Ooh, Miami.
No, north of there, Melbourne Beach, Vero
I've
Beach,
been to
Cocoa Beach area.
Melbourne. Yes, I love Melbourne. Okay, I know exactly where you're coming from. Okay, all right. I used to live in Panama City, so I lived in the panhandle of the of Florida. So yes, I know exactly where you're coming from. Okay, so tell us some of your experiences in working with pets.
Well, currently, two of the clients I serve, both of them have pit bulls, male pit bulls, and they're big babies, but people are intimidated, and they had a hard time finding a nanny because they have pit bulls. And I love dogs, so I don't mind at all. Some people have had, being Florida, like exotic parrots, and really, really big parrots like macaws and cockatoos, and they're kind of a lot because they're really loud. And when babies are trying to sleep and those kind of things, so but mostly dogs, some cats, but currently two pit bulls. And then my former client from about maybe a year ago, she had parrots. Mm.
Wow. So you've dealt with exotic birds, and I wouldn't. I would say, as most people classify them as a dangerous breed of dog.
Right, and they did have a hard time finding nannies that would nanny for them with the pit bulls. But both of them are very kind to me.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, that's good. Were they very protective of the kids that you would?
They are. One family is like an all-girl family, and it's a male pit bull, and so he's very protective of the girls. The other one is just he's more playful. I would say he's more like the dad's dog. But so him and dad go out and play in the yard much more than. But the one with the little girls, he's very very protective of his girls.
Ah, okay. Hold on just a second. I need to announce something. Okay. If you are watching and you would like to participate in the giveaway, there is a little icon that goes like this. Y'all know which one I'm talking about? The one that raise your hand? So please put an icon. If you're watching and you want to participate in the giveaways, put a little icon like this. Type it in the comments box and hit send so that I can see it. So when I get ready to start the process of choosing the winner, you'll be a part of that. So I'm going to finish with Jamie so that we can. And Jamie, if you want to be a part, put your little icon in there too.
I will definitely.
So put
A
your little
giveaway from
icon.
Angela, you bet.
Oh, I'm sorry, not icon, emoji. Oh, sorry, I apologize. My bad. So put your little emoji of your hand. Oh, sorry, wrong hand. Hold on. Yeah, the right hand. I'm looking at it backwards. So put your hand in if you want to be a part of uh, the giveaways for tonight. Now, my next question to you is: do you have any funny stories about these dogs and parrots and any other exotic animal that you have taken care of?
Um, Probably the funniest was the pit bull that is with the girls. She introduced me to her dog first before the children, and she was like, "My dog has to like you before we do the interview, before we do anything. My dog has to like you." And then the family with the birds, they came over when had me come over when the birds were like roosting. And cockatoos in the wild are meant to be heard for like a 3 mile range. And they said that if you can't handle the decibels that the birds are at right now, then this is not the right job for you. And they said, we will provide earmuffs for you. And they had the cockatoos in their front room. And so they were notoriously loud. If I played with the kids at all, the cockatoos would start really getting loud. And so, they would just interact with them. And so it was a little strange that they had these toddlers walking around the house with headphones to accommodate the birds.
Okay. I'm sorry, my phone fell. I don't know why it fell. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure I got you in there. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. But
We're good.
you were saying so that you had to pretty much listen to birds that are meant to be heard 3 miles away. That's a lot of noise.
When cockatoos are roosting and when they call, they have an excruciatingly loud call. And they chose to have them in the front room of their house. So that's probably my most strangest pet scenario because it just wasn't good for the kids.
Wow. That's okay. So if it was, I'm just thinking about the kids' safety. If cockatoos are that loud and the kids are walking around with headphones on, I would think that it would mess with their hearing, even with the headphones on.
Yeah, I mean, like all my teaching and stuff, all the teaching and instructional training that I would try to do with the kids had to be done in another room, in their room, or in their playroom, or outside. Because when the birds were upset, you couldn't hear a darn thing. I mean, honestly, you could not hear nothing. And you couldn't have phone conversations. They are extremely loud birds.
Wow,
Um,
that wouldn't have been a job for me. I have sensitive hearing. I don't think I could have. Kudos to you. I don't think I could have handled that. I would have been like, oh, I'm sorry, but this is too loud for me. So yeah, I would definitely, yeah, I wouldn't be able to handle that. That's just
it is. She said it's like a fire alarm. That is the most accurate description of a cockatoo call that I can attest to. That it is very much like a fire alarm going off in a school.
oh no 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 now I know for sure. Nope, not me. That's not for me. I'm sorry. That's not for me. Okay. Mm-mm. Nope, 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 nope. Um, Thank you so much for sharing with us. I have four more guests, three more guests, and I have giveaways. So, did you put your little icon in the box?
I will in just 1 second.
Okay, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Okay, so while she's putting that in there, I need. Let me find somebody. Jenna, if you're still here, can you type in a number from 1 to 10? And those of you who want to participate in the first giveaway, please put the icon, a hand in the box, the one to raising the hand. Not I keep saying icon, not an icon, emoji.
Emoji.
Emoji. Why am I stuck on? I was working on my computer before I got on. All right, so I'm stuck on icons. So put your hand in there. And Jenna, if you're still watching, can you give me a number 4? Okay. I'm starting from the bottom of where I am now, and I'm counting up to number 4. 1, 2, 3. And who's going to win? Who's going to win? Bridget Donnelly Glashing. You are the winner. I am giving away a 6-pack of this jam good jam. So let me write your name down right quick. And trust me, there will be 3 more giveaways before we're done tonight. Let me make sure I got your name down correctly. And everybody is still in the running except for Bridget because she's already run. Okay, I think I got that. Now, Bridget, please send me a private message. Send me your address of where you want your prize sent to so I can get it to you. And congratulations, Miss Bridget. And I know Patsy and a few other people on here can tell you how delicious it is. So thank you, Jamie. And keep watching so you can win.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. Who's up next? Okay. So where is Stacy? Stacy, are you on your phone? Because I need you to be on your phone in order for you to go live with me. Uh, and Miss Adrian is Hold on. She just texted me. Hold on. I think she may be on my Ask the Nanny page. I'm tell her to come to my personal page. Okay. All right. Now, okay, so let me find Tracy. There she is. Okay, so Adrian is on my, if you're on my personal page, Adrian, scroll down until you see the live. It should be there because we're here.
Hi,
Hi, Tracy. How are
good
you?
evening.
Yay!
Happy National Nanny Recognition Week.
Thank you. So, I want you to introduce yourself and give your shout outs to whoever you
To
want to shout
whoever I
out to
feel,
for
I
happy.
want to give a shout out to everyone, whether you're a nanny, a manny, an employer of a nanny, a friend of a nanny, a neighbor of a nanny. Happy National Nanny Recognition Week to everyone. I've been a nanny for 25 years next month, and it's nice to
Wow.
come right after Jamie because I have two sleeping pit bulls at my feet.
Wow. Can we see you?
Yeah. Probably not. I have everything set up just so, and if I
Okay.
move it, it could fall
Where?
down and be a
Okay.
disaster.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Never
So they're
mind.
sleeping at my feet. Um, I have always had pets in my life. So when I started nannying, having working with families with pets just came very natural. And I know that isn't natural for everybody, but here in the United States, 85 million households have pets. That's 68% of families in the United States. So if you're a nanny, a manny, an NCS, the chance that you're going to interview with a family or work with a family with pets is very high.
Like every one. Hmm. I think I've had 3 or 4 families that I have actually worked with that don't have pets. And I have
Wow,
with over 70 children. And I've had
that's
like three or
amazing.
four that have not had pets, which is probably why I don't have any at home because I get my fill throughout the day
It
of getting up.
is a lot of work.
Yes, it is a lot of work, even as a nanny. And you don't think that you're signing up to take care of the pets. You think you're signing up, oh, I'm just going to take care of the kids. Not so.
No, that is something that's very, very important. If you're a pet lover, it just comes naturally, like I mentioned earlier. If you're not really into pets, it's something you really want to talk about in the interview process and be honest about because it's not fair to the family or the pet
Right.
if you don't love it and embrace it. And maybe you've never had experience with pets, but you would like to try and just say to the family, I don't have experience with dogs, but with your guidance, I would like to learn more.
Mhm.
And I think that makes it more fair to everyone.
Well, I always like to get a feel of the pets before
Yes.
I accept the job because I have been almost bitten one time. I have been guarded from a baby one time. I've had my lunch
Hmm.
eaten by a dog one time. So, little Jack Russell just jumped on the table and, jumped
And
there.
they do that. And you're
Yes,
right. It's the smartest, safest thing to get a feel for the pet before you begin. But the family is going to make sure that that happens anyway if they're responsible pet owners because dogs and cats are smart. They read people's vibes. And sometimes this is a little off of working with families, but I know in the dating world, if my dog doesn't like a guy, they're out. So I think it's a lot of times the same for families when they're interviewing nannies. If the dog or cat gives a little weird vibe, like you're probably not the candidate.
yeah,
On to the next.
but don't even try it because if the dog's not gonna like you, when I'm not here, guess what's gonna happen? And you're left with the dog.
Right.
Guess what's gonna happen?
You're left with the dog. Yeah. I embrace it. I love it. I'm happiest being in households with pets. But for some people, it's just not going to work. It's just not. And I want people to really think about it when they go into the interviews. Don't assume that you're going to have zero responsibility because that's zero not going to happen. pets have needs during the day, emergencies happen, and you're going to have to be the person there in the household that's responsible.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
I have had dogs that chew up stuff. One in particular just chewed everything and would throw it up. And of course, you can't just leave it in the middle of the floor because you got a crawling baby and a 3-year-old. Curious
Absolutely.
minds of the children are like, "What's that?" and stick their head right in it. No, you can't do that. You
That's
become
true.
responsible for the accidents. You become responsible for the chewed up stuff. Um, and most importantly, I've learned to keep the babies' toys separate from the dogs' toys and the crawling babies. Keep the dogs' toys up off the floor because they will stick it in there. I mean, it's like, well, this is my chew toy. I saw the dog chew it, and I might as well chew it too.
Too, yeah.
So,
And another important thing that one of my families had to learn the hard way, you're a brand new parent, you have this new little baby in the house, and things are busy, things are hectic, and you haven't quite gotten to your rhythm yet. And sometimes people will change a soiled diaper and just roll it up and leave it on the counter. But dogs have noses, and dogs are counter surfers. And if they ingest a whole diaper, which this dog did, it is thousands of dollars of surgery to remove the diaper. So you have to be aware of these things when you take on the role as a nanny or NCS
oh,
or Manny in these homes. Like diapers have to go in the disposal immediately to
mhm,
prevent the pet from being injured.
mhm.
Yeah,
I didn't think
things
about that, but
happen.
that is so that I've always put diapers in the yeah. I didn't think about that the nose and the smelling thing. I've always just put it in there just out of instinct because I'm like, I don't want this dog coming over here tearing this diaper up and just, making a mess for me. That was what was in the back of my brain. Not necessarily that the dog would chew it up, swallow it, ingest it, and all of that.
And become ill.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
didn't I
and
didn't think
and
about
it was not I was the innocent one, but it can happen to anyone. It's not something you think about. So if it does happen, you just want to comfort that person. Like it's not something everyone has to deal with, you know.
that. Right.
But the dog recovered. The dog was happy. But there are so many things to think about when you're working with families with pets, and I love to get first-time parents. So they don't know a lot of things that they need to consider even during the pregnancy to prepare the pets in the home for this baby coming. Many times if I've worked for people who've had a second baby coming, the dog tells me mom is expecting before mom and dad tell me. And I think sometimes the dog knows the mom is expecting before she even knows herself.
Mm-hmm.
But as professionals, we just remain very quiet. I'm like, doggy, I feel you. I know too. But you have to wait until they make the announcement. But there's so many things to do. Like you want to make sure that you practice walking the dog with a stroller before the baby arrives. So like a dog gets used to the wheels turning on a stroller and that this big object is going to be beside them while they're on their walk routine now.
Mm-hmm.
So that practice that before baby's on the scene. You want to get out all the things that have fragrance. Diapers have a scent. Um, Baby clothing, baby wipes. You want to make sure the dog can smell these things and get familiar with these items before the baby arrives on the scene. And if you have those swings that rock, let's turn it on and let the dog see it, smell it, hear it, that it's not a foreign thing with the baby in it. Let's get used to it before baby's home.
Because they will
So those are
bark
just a
and
few tips to
attack
help
it and
get you
everything
started.
else. They,
Yeah,
they,
yeah.
that's why I like getting used to the dogs. Let the dog get used to me because I don't want to get bitten. I don't want to make a sudden movement and they see me as I'm attacking the baby or I'm attacking and they come and attack me. No, let's just, okay, smell my
No,
hand,
you want to
smell my hand,
prevent
smell my
those
hand.
things from happening.
Keep smelling
Hmm.
my hand. All right, let me rub you on the top of the head. All right, put your head right here in my lap. Let's get comfortable with one another. I like you, you like me. We are both gonna and I even had the family that I work with now. Uh, every time she handed the baby over to me, she would call the dog over. She said, "Look, look," and we would both bend down to his level, even though this is a tall dog. And she said, "It's okay. I'm going to give the baby to her. It's
Okay.
okay. I promise you, it is okay." And he just kind of looks back and forth like, all right, I see you. And even the first time when I had the baby, he just kind of went like this. I was like, oh.
Oh yes. They
I'm like,
become
don't
very
move, bro.
protective. Yeah, they become very protective of their little humans even before the babies are born. They will trail the pregnant mom around to make sure that she's okay. So once the baby is on the scene, we want to make sure we have a good relationship with the dog, the cat, whatever animal it is. One of my first experiences with it not going so well was in I worked on an estate here, and I was in the bomb shelter just cleaning it out, and they had a Doberman, and I had the new baby with me, and the Doberman pinned me in the bomb shelter. I have no cell phone, nobody can hear me. It's a bomb shelter, and finally, after what seemed like forever, the dad came. I'm like, what's going on? But the dog wasn't used to me yet. It was still new and fresh, and I'm in the dog's territory. But it worked out. It
I'm
worked
so glad
out.
it did.
A mistake on my part. Yes.
Ooh, and those are things that you need to know. Don't challenge the dog. So whatever you do,
Don't challenge the
even the
dog.
little bitty ones that look all, oh, those little dogs are scrappy. I promise you, they are scrappy, and they will nip you before you know it. Yes.
Yeah, I am a pit bull owner and a Chihuahua, a former Chihuahua owner. My Chihuahua would come at you before my pit bulls. That's just the truth.
Oh, what? Well,
Yeah,
see, little dogs have to make up for being little, so they have to have a big
the
bark
Napoleon complex.
and a. Even though they have a small bite, those bites hurt. But they have to have
They hurt.
the
They
big
do.
loud. They have to be loud because I need you to be scared, but be afraid of me. I may be little, but I'm scrappy. So yeah,
That's
I've
right. That's
I've had
right.
several little dogs that were just they were hilarious. They are worse than the big dogs and needing attention. I work with two English bulldogs, and they would follow me
Oh, I
everywhere.
love them.
They follow me everywhere, and I will put the baby down. As soon as I put the baby down and sit on the couch, there's one in this, one head on this leg and one head on this leg, and they look at me like, "Don't move, cause we here. We let you
We're
take care
here.
of the
Yeah.
baby. Now the baby's gone. Do not move." So yeah.
And well, that you just made me think of something else. Is like when you're feeding a baby, um, it's a very intimate time, and that's not when you want a dog jumping and getting up in your lap or around you
Mhm.
in a very active way. So having treats nearby and rewarding for gentle, calm behavior is a good way to stay safe when you're feeding a baby and keeping that intimate time quiet and gentle for the baby. And the dogs learn to embrace it. Then sometimes they'll come and curl up at your hip while you're feeding the baby.
Oh, Anita made a good point. She said they have a husky and they taught the girls so everyone knew the same commands for the dog. Everybody's doing the same commands. And I think that's important too.
Absolutely. Whether
Oh,
it's verbal commands or physical cues. Like I do a lot of sign language because I've worked with deaf dogs of my own. And then some of the families I've worked for have had aging pets. So I'll start incorporating signs when the hearing loss is starting. So we know come, sit, run is slap your leg. We just have all these signs. So as they're gradually losing their hearing, they're gaining a new language. So you can
okay,
still communicate with the dog and keep the dog confident.
question.
Yes.
I do baby sign language. And
Yes.
so there's a dog sign language, which is making me curious because I do baby sign language. Um, is it specific dog sign language or is it based
It is
upon American Sign Language? How does that work?
from my experience, it has not been based on either of those. It's what my when I had my first deaf pit bull, I had it professionally trained, and then he had to train me before he let me have my dog back. So I had to learn the signs that he formulated for those dogs
Okay,
specifically.
okay,
I paid a lot of money to have that dog trained, but even my hearing dogs that are laying at my feet now know the signs. I just automatically train all dogs with sign now because you never know if they're going to lose their hearing. If they're far away, if you're in a noisy city or noisy environment, they can look at you and know what you want them to do. So it's what you make up. I love it too.
I love
But the
that.
sad thing is this. Sometimes my kids know what the signs mean. So if we're at the park and I go, they know Nanny needs you to come right now. And yeah. Or if they're kind of going slow, I'll pat my leg. They know that means run. Come on, run. It's funny. You can use it on your boyfriends and husbands too. Multi-purpose language.
Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, if you just joined us, we're doing giveaways between guests. So if you just joined us, hit the emoji. I got it right this time. Hit the emoji with the little hand up if you want to participate in the giveaways. So, hand up. Now, continue. I'm sorry.
Oh, I just want to tell you just a few little tidbits, percentages about American families and their pets. I mentioned earlier that 85 million families in the United States have pets. 90% of pet owners said they consider their pet family. So when you go in to work with people, don't just say, oh, the dog. People embrace these puppies and kitties and treat them but like they're children these days. So you kind of need to learn your employer's language, how they communicate with the dog, what they call the dog, and follow the lead so you don't disrespect. That I've learned that.
Okay.
Another thing is that literally half of people in the survey that was conducted, half of adult pet owners said they would rather be stranded on a deserted island with their pet than they would a human. That's serious. That shows how much love we have for our cats and dogs. That is some serious business.
This is true. This is true. But when, like currently, the dog, I take care of a little boy, and when I let the dog out, I said, okay, now, if you go out this door, you're going to stay out there until I finish feeding your brother. And the dog looked up at me like, I said, I'm serious. And the parents have heard me say that, and they just laugh. It tickles them. And they just laugh. I'm like, okay,
yeah,
I promise you. And or when I go it's time for me to get him up from his nap, I'll say, okay, now I'm coming back to that couch because it's only one couch they allow him to get on. I'm coming back for that couch. So when I get ready to feed your brother, you're going to have to get off the couch. And he just kind of lifts his head up and looks back down. Right? So when I come back out of the bedroom, he looks at me and I said, okay. And he just jumps down off the couch.
They know.
This dog is so human. I promise you. It's like I can sit here and have conversations. I've had conversations while cooking with cats. I have 2 cats, and one in particular, Mr. Whiskers, used to come, and I would be cooking at the stove, and they had a huge kitchen, and he'd like to sit on the far end on top. He would jump up on the counter and sit on the far end because that's where the parents let him sit. And I'm like, why are you on my counter? And all of a sudden, the cat goes, meow, meow, meow. I said, are you talking to me? Meow. I said, no, see, this is not happening. And I'm literally sitting here for 5 minutes having a conversation with a cat. I mean, we're going back and forth. And I'm like, okay, Angela,
it happens. Yeah.
you are not crazy.
They're
Stop
very
talking to the
intuitive.
cat.
They are very intuitive and they react and respond. I want to mention this as well. I live in Durham, North Carolina, and so I'm close to Chapel Hill, the University of North Carolina, and the hospital there has a lot of classes that parents can take about, for just different things about becoming a parent. But one of the things I found most valuable for me was a class called There's a Baby in the Dog's House. And this woman taught me so many tricks, so many tips to help the household run smoothly. So here it's called There's a Baby in the Dog's House, but there's probably something similar in your city too. And you should ask your local hospitals or even maybe your veterinarian knows. It's something I would recommend. I have it on my resume. People are happy about it. And they always ask me questions in the interview about what I've learned, and I'm happy to share it. And then when I get into their homes, I'm happy to implement what I've learned into their household to help everything run smoothly for pets, babies, mom, dad, grandparents, all of us. So I highly encourage those who work with pets to take that class. You will not regret it.
Okay. Well, see, you have taught me some things tonight that I'm going to add to my list when I go and talk to my NCS families who are bringing home their first baby and they have pets.
Right.
I'm training them before hanging up. I never thought about all of that, but I'm adding that to my list of things to talk to the parents about. This because I have a long list of plans and what you're gonna do about this and what's the plan for that, what's the plan for this. The pets, okay, we got to have a pet plan too. All right, I'm adding that too. Let me write that down.
Well, here's something else for you to add in is when baby is coming home from the hospital. Mom usually has a short stay at the hospital if she's having a hospital birth.
Mm-hmm.
And I always request, may we please bring home one blanket that the baby has already been swaddled in and bring it home for the pet. Just lay it down on the floor anywhere. Don't lay it in the pet's bedding, but lay it somewhere neutral and let the pet come to it and smell the blanket and smell the baby. It helps them know what's coming next. And when the parents return home with the baby, it's very important to be mindful of who's carrying the baby in the house for the first introduction with the pet. The pet has known that mom is carrying the baby. So if you have a traditional household with a mom and dad who have given birth, you would want dad or the nanny to carry the baby in, and mom has free hands to greet the dogs or greet the cats and let the pet sniff her. She's going to smell different. Her chemicals have changed now that she's given birth. She's going to smell a little hospital-y, and her breast milk will have come in, so there's going to be the scent of milk. So let the dog or cat slowly sniff mom. Let mom love on the animal. Oh, not the animal, the family member. Excuse me. And then later, when the dog has had a chance or the cat has had a chance to do that, then we'll bring baby over. And baby should be in the arms of a grandparent or the nanny or someone else.
Okay. Okay, I'm writing all this down. I'm adding this to my. This is important information that I would have never thought about.
It is.
Oh my gosh! I hope you all
so
are writing
important.
this down. I always keep a pen and paper when I come on Ask the Nanny because I always learn so much from you guys. And everybody say, "Oh, you're teaching so much." No, I'm not teaching. I'm just a facilitator. I learned so much from you all. Okay, let the pets smell mom. And mom needs to have
free
her hands
hands
free. So somebody else needs to carry the child in. Okay.
Right.
You know what? I had a dog when my last child was born 29 years ago. And it was a female dog. We called her Sweetie. She was half husky and half Cocker Spaniel. And she was a rescue dog. But she knew when I was pregnant. For sure she knew when I was pregnant.
Oh, yes.
She never, ever jumped on me when I was pregnant. Ever. When I got
so intuitive
and came inside, she was jumping all over me. It was like, oh, you're free now. I can do whatever I want. I'm like, would you get down, please? That hurts. So
yeah,
I'm remembering all these things that you're saying. As you're saying, I'm like, I did go through that. I remember I had a dog. We had a dog when my last one was born. And she was, my mom, she got to the point where she didn't want me to touch him. And I said,
oh, wow.
Yes, she would. I had him in his, this little swaddle thing. But I was laying on the couch and he was right there beside me. And she, of course, was on the other side of him. So he started whining. She perks up. I go to reach and she goes, Rrr. I said, you better go somewhere. You better realize and recognize I'm the one who feeds you.
Recognize.
And then she kind of leaned back like, okay, all right. I said, thank you. I said, now if some stranger come in the door, I expect you to do that, but not with me. I need to be
Not with us. Not with us.
So, but
we're all here for the
but
babies.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was very remembering all this stuff now that I'm talking about it, and it's just so, it just brings back thoughts and memories of things. I'm like, wow, yeah. So yeah, I got
I
this.
could talk a whole segment just about how to prepare the pet during the
Uh-oh, they're up.
excuse me.
They're up.
It's okay. Shh, shh, shh. So I could talk all night about preparing Lucas Luigi. It's all good in the hood. Shh. I could talk all night just about preparing the baby during the pregnancy.
Well, we'll have to have another. We'll have to have
We
another.
do that another time.
Yes, another time. Pets during pregnancy, so that nannies can learn and we can know, and we can know how to prepare moms and dads for bringing home new babies. You know, and
Yeah.
especially for NCSs. So, if you haven't raised your hand, if you haven't put your emoji, I almost said icon again. If you haven't put your emoji on there for the giveaway, please do so now. I got 1 minute, so you need to hurry. So if you haven't put your if you want to participate in the giveaway, put your emoji in the comments and post it right quick, so that we can I have two more guests, and we need to get to them and to the giveaways. So, thank you, Tracy. Before you go,
Thank you for having me.
did you put your name? Did you put your hand in the?
I did.
Okay.
I put the little hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now give me a number between 10 and 20.
19.
Okay. This time I'm going to start from the top. Ooh, we got a lot of comments tonight. Okay, let's see. Number 19. Let's see. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Nicole Balak. Please don't let me have said your name.
Oh, yay!
Nicole.
Do you want to hear a cool story?
What?
Nicole was in further south, and now she's going to be living so close to me that I can walk to her new house.
I know. I met her
That
last
is some
year.
nanny love right there.
I met her last year at the INA in Louisiana. So,
And I was not there, but I heard all about Nicole, and everyone was like, you should meet. Well, now we're going to be neighbors. So how about that?
Yay! All right.
Yay!
So, Nicole, send me your new address, and so that I can ship your 6-pack of this jam good to you. Yeah.
And this jam is good. Thank you for sending me some.
You're welcome. I forgot. I did send you some. That was.
You
Oh
did
my gosh.
during a very sad time.
Yes.
You did. It lifted my spirits. That was so kind. Thank you.
You're welcome. Sharon said, Lord, a 6-pack. I need a 6-pack, and I'm not.
Going to send you a 6-pack for Nanny Recognition Week.
I'm sending out 6-packs, and if you're listening to this and it sounds strange, it's jam. It's not beer. It's not alcohol. It's jam. So, yeah. Now, thank you so much, Tracy. I'm going
Thank you.
Adrian on next, and thank you so much, and good luck for the next winner, and hopefully it'll be you. We'll talk to you a little later. Let me get Adrian on so we can continue this show.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye. Thank you. Okay, Miss Adrian. Okay, here we go. We're adding Adrian. Hi, Adrian.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Okay.
Okay,
I can hear you.
so your face is cut off like right here. There we go. I can see you
Is that better?
now.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you. I apologize. I saw you when you invited yourself, but I can only have one guest on at a time. That's the Facebook rules. Unless you all are sitting in the same
Oh
room
God.
together, it's only one at a time. So,
Oh great. My husband's watching.
yay! Hi, husband. How are you? My husband watches me all the time. And yesterday, when we did a live yesterday from our National Nanny Recognition event, my husband was holding the phone and he was cheering supposedly in the background, but all we heard was, "Yay!" I was like, "Ooh." Because I watched the replay with the earplugs in. I was like, "Woo!" So, but I love him. I love him. I love him to life because he is my biggest supporter and my biggest cheerleader, and I could not have done it without him. So, anyway, introduce yourself and tell us some interesting stories. And if you, before the interesting stories, if you want to shout out to anyone for National Nanny Recognition Week, please do so. So,
My name's Adrian Marks. I'm a full-time nanny. I have a lot of animals. I have five kids, but three of them are my niece, and no, my niece and my two nephews, and then my two kids. So I'm watching my own kids.
oh, so you have all the
And
kids.
I have all the kids, yeah. But three of them actually are in school. So
Okay, okay, okay.
yeah,
So tell us about the animals. I know you have a lot of animals that you take care of.
lots of animals. Yeah, they're all my sister's animals. Well, when I was pregnant with my daughter, and she had like 6 chickens and 3 dogs and 10 fish. Right now they only have 10 fish, a centipede. No, not a centipede. That dang it. A chameleon. Yeah, she's crazy. A cat. 2 rabbits. Yeah, so we have a lot of animals right now.
You have a lot. Okay, so how do they
Just
affect?
too many to count. I can't tell you that.
How did they affect your day with the kids?
Oh, they're pretty good. They'll start fighting and everything, but I'll just go in there and just look at them, and they'll all run and hide from me. They're scared of me.
Oh, so you have that mama stare. My mom had one of those stares
Oh
that
yeah,
she could be across the room and she give you that look like, and you be like, uh-oh, okay, I'm in trouble. Okay, straighten up. Okay, I'm not gonna do that again. I guess I'm gonna get in trouble. Yeah, that's that mama stare.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, one of them's actually he's part Great Dane. He's like one of the big giant dogs.
Ooh.
And then they have one's a pit bull and another one's I don't know what she is, but he's they'll start doing something and I'll go in there and I'll just look at them and they all run and hide.
Oh, you got them under control. You got the look.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of like Tracy when she said she's got those come here and the.
Except we have one that's a escape artist.
Oh, I had one of those.
The middle dog, he's a escape artist. Like he can actually, you can have a fencing yard and he can actually break out of that yard and be in the front yard.
Oh yeah. I had.
But you don't know how he gets out.
I called him Houdini. I called him Houdini because we would have him downstairs in the because he would just tear up everything. So we would put him in the kennel, go outside, go do what we needed to do, come back a couple of hours later, and it's like, really, seriously? He's sitting on the couch. I'm like, you were in the kennel. What in the world? And then, of course, then we have to go and search the house because it's always something. He'll chew up something and then go hide it. And you
Yeah.
don't realize it until like 4 or 5 days later if it starts smelling or if you get ready, like my shoes. I was getting ready to go to church and, bought this specific pair of shoes for this specific dress because it's a certain color. And he chewed one of my shoes. Oh my gosh, I almost lost it. I was like, really? Seriously? Today? And I didn't know he had chewed it up and hid it behind. How he hid it behind the shoe box because of the way I had my closet organized. It was behind a stack of shoes. Man, me and that dog fought. I was the only female in the house with all my boys. So everything of mine got chewed on or peed on or destroyed or something. I was like, your testosterone and my estrogen are not working together. We need something. But I was the only female, and I was like, is it? And I guess I should have investigated, but I didn't know because he was male. He never touched my son's stuff. He never touched my husband's stuff. It was always me. I'm like, I'm the one who takes you to the vet. I'm the one who gives you that nice oil stuff to go on your foods and make your coat all shiny and stuff. I give you your heartworm medicine. I was like, I do everything for you. I give you your bath, take you to the groomer, all this stuff. But my stuff is the one that you pee on. So, yeah.
Crazy.
Yes, crazy dogs, crazy. I mean, whew, me and that dog, we had it out. Trust me, we had it out. I was like, okay, husband, either the dog goes or I go. It was the last straw when he jumped on one side of the mattress in my bedroom and peed on my side of the mattress. Just peed in the bed on purpose. I was like,
Yeah.
That was when we took the dog and took it to the vet and said, okay, we need you to find him a home. We need to take him somewhere because this is not going to work. Because it was going to be me or him. And I have nothing against dogs, but when you deliberately eat up my stuff and pee all over my stuff and chew up my stuff and you're messing with nobody else's stuff in there, and I'm the one that's taking care of you, there's something wrong with this relationship and we need to end.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Kimberly says they usually do that when they are angry with you. Well, this dog must have been angry with me all the time. The peeing on the bed. Okay, yeah. Well, what about the biting of the shoes and the what else? He would eat my food. Everybody else's plate is on the table. He knows where I sit, and he would come and eat my food. Now and leave everybody else's alone. Just eat my food and walk away.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just like, okay. So we had that dog for like 3.5, 4 months, maybe. That's all I could take. That's all I could take. I was like, okay, it's me and a dog. One of the two. Okay. So, did you want to make some shout outs to some people for National Nanny Recognition Week? I almost said training day, but I got it right. I've been saying it.
Recognize Amber. Yeah. Amber O'Neill Wilson. One of my good friends from high school. That's like when I went to school with her.
She was yesterday.
That's one of my best friends.
And Sunday, we were together celebrating National Nanny Recognition Week. And since you're speaking of her, thank you, Amber, for the card and for the gift card. I was going to wait until the end, but since we're talking about her now, thank you. And if you're watching, if you just started watching and you would like to participate in the giveaway, please put an emoji. Oh, what's that? Please put an emoji.
It's one of those days. It's a Monday.
It's Monday. Please.
It's a Monday.
um, in the comments box and comment right now. I'm gonna give you about 30 seconds to get it done. So we can get to our last guest, Miss Stacy. Um, I hope you are on your phone. So, okay, has
Yeah, I have
everybody
a 2-year-old
responded?
and a almost 6 months old.
Oh, wow. Okay, so
Yeah, he'll turn 6 months, and they're actually really good dogs with babies. Like my daughter can actually walk over there, and they don't do anything to her.
wow. Well, that's a good thing.
They'll just come look at her. Okay, whatever, I don't care.
Okay,
And
so
I go
can,
to my mom's house too, and they have other dogs too. So
well, that's good. At least they don't bother the babies, and they don't because I know a lot of kids don't understand, be gentle touches, and they just kind of, they see the tail wagging,
yeah.
they think it's a toy, let
Oh,
me grab the tail. So yeah.
oh yeah. She'll go over there and try to grab everything, but they don't really like do anything. They'll just go run away and just she'll stand up on the fence and watch them.
Okay, now can you give me a number from 20 to 30?
25.
25. All right, I'm starting from the bottom.
Yeah, I used to have a cat, and he was guess you can call him I don't know what he is. I think it's a cat, like not really a calico, but he's a gray cat. And when my niece was little, my niece could actually go over there and pull on his tail and play with him, and he wouldn't even like scratch him or anything like that.
Wow. Okay, our next winner is Valerie Bond. Miss Valerie, you are the winner of a 6-pack of this Jam Good. All right. If Valerie is watching, congratulations to you. Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you, Adrian, for joining us. I need to get to Miss Stacy. I almost called it. Okay. Yeah. Miss Stacy. I've already talked to Tracy. I almost said Tracy. Stacy. I need to talk to Miss Stacy. So thank you for
It's
joining
a
us and
little.
sharing yes, I get tongue tied. My brain is working faster than my mouth. So by the time it hits my mouth, my brain is like, pew, and yeah, I'm on something else. But thank you so much for joining us.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, Miss Stacy, last one on the list. Let's see if I can get you. And there you are. All right. Our last guest is Miss Stacy Toffner. And we're adding Stacy. And if you just joined us, if you want to participate in the giveaway, the last one of the night. Wait a minute. How many have I given away? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I have 2 more to give away. Yes, I got 2 more 6-packs. So you got 2 more chances. Okay, Stacy. I'm not sure what's going on. It says adding, adding, adding. Okay. Let me try again. Let me see. And now I don't see her. Is she still here? Okay, there she is. All right, Stacy, can you hit the accept button? Okay.
Okay, there we go. I I had the microphone turned off for some reason. I don't know why.
Okay.
So it wouldn't let me join, but I figured it out.
Okay. Do you have a headset?
I don't have a headset. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but it's echoing.
Oh crap. Okay.
And there's a real bad echo. I hear myself. Is everybody else? Is it just me or can everybody hear this?
Hopefully.
If it's just me, I'll just slow down talking. Okay, nobody's responding.
Yeah, I know.
There's feedback.
Well,
Yeah, it's still.
I hear you too.
Okay, Sherry said
Yeah.
yes.
Dang it.
Yes, everybody saying
That's
no,
irritating.
and it's really bad.
It's really bad. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
I think I found, but I don't know. They are charged. Oh, they are. Okay. Let me connect these. Sorry about that. I am, I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to Facebook Live, obviously. I've never done this.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Well, hopefully the earplugs will work. And now she's frozen. A brunch party. I agree with you, Meeches. If you all win, you have to have a brunch party. Okay, let me see. Oh, there she is. Can you hear me now?
I'm here. I'm trying to get these things to connect. I can hear you. I'm trying to get these things to connect, but it's not working. So.
Okay. Well, it's better now.
Okay, well, that's something.
Okay, so I tell you what.
All right.
Introduce yourself and tell us your pet story. So while it's working.
All right. Okay. I'm Stacy. I am a nanny in Columbus, Ohio. I nanny a almost 5-month-old with 2 French bulldogs who are hilarious and very needy. I don't know if my cat is trying to steal my headphones now. I don't know if he will be interacting with this entire thing. He's ridiculous. But I don't know if you know anything about French bulldogs, but they are really, really needy. So they're definitely probably one of the most needy dogs that I've ever worked with. But I love them. They're really cute. And they definitely love the baby, and they're very gentle with him. So that's
good.
helpful.
Yay.
Yeah.
So do you have
They're kind of like mama bears.
Are they female or male?
One of each.
Ooh, okay. So
Yes.
is the female more of a mama bear than the male, or do they switch places?
I feel like the female actually she wants to be a mama bear, but she's very anxious. So, she's had some issues since he was born, like with peeing in the house and things like that when he cries. So she's getting better, but I think the male dog is definitely more attached to him and very much he will follow us around literally everywhere. So he's Tupac,
Wow.
you need to stop trying to steal my headphones. Get out of here, kitty. Sorry.
It's a toy. It's dingling. It's a toy. I need to swat
I
at it.
know.
I need to
He's like, hold on.
grab it.
I need that. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. I've worked with cats. Have you worked mostly with cats or mostly with dogs?
Mostly with dogs, and then my last family had a whole plethora of animals. They had a bearded dragon, and then anywhere from like 6 to 12 fish at a time,
Wow.
and 4 frogs and 2 dogs. So it was like a zoo, but it was a fun little zoo.
So were you responsible for
were,
taking care of them at any point during your
I
nanny with
I
them?
was mostly responsible for just making sure that the oldest was taking care of them. He he was 8, and he, so 8-year-olds, as much as you would like to remind them 400 times to, maybe pay attention to the animal that they asked for their birthday 45 times, it doesn't always go as planned. But I was a household manager as well, so I did like all the food ordering and things like that. I was the one who went and picked up all the crickets, and that was probably my least favorite job of all. But yeah, we had a couple cricket incidents where we lost crickets in the ductwork of the house and then had to listen to crickets for days. So or in the tub. Because the kids will, no matter how many times you tell them, do not open the bag, don't open the bag, I'll do it, don't open the bag, they're like, we're just helping. And all of a sudden they've opened a bag, of 60 crickets. And crickets are a lot faster than all of us.
Yeah, and jump in, and you can't catch just one, and yeah, you're gonna have to have an armful of to go. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes.
Yeah, we gave up a couple times and just really honestly just lived with crickets.
No,
in the house.
No, that would have been. Oh, there was when I lived in Washington D.C. I think it was the first year I was there. So it had to have been in 1998 or 1999. I think it was 99. But there was a swarm of cicadas. And when I tell you the swarm of cicadas, I mean that you couldn't walk on the streets without crunch, 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 crunch. And I mean, literally, they swarm. You know how you see the beekeepers that have the suit on, and they have all these bees hanging all off of them, and there's this big patch of bees here and a big patch of bees there. Yes, the cicadas were on the cars like that.
No, thank you.
So I mean, they're in the trees
no way.
everywhere you go. It was creepy all day and all night, and this lasted for like about 5 or 6 days. It was like, when I say a swarm, it was a swarm. And I mean, you're like this all day long, and just get off of me and away from me. Yes, the cicadas were there. And I honestly, when they swarm like that, it's like this eerie sound in like a horror movie that's just constant.
Oh, yeah.
And constant and constant. And they kind of sound like crickets. But I think that they have like a higher pitch, because crickets make that sound with their.
They do.
Oh gosh. See, I couldn't. Even when you're inside, I couldn't do the crickets in the house. No, just no.
I'm not a bug person. I hate bugs. I mean, just like, ask literally anybody who grew up with me. I don't do bugs, but it was like just one day randomly my boss asked me to go get crickets, and I was just there to please. And then all of a sudden I was the cricket lady. So, you know, you just get over it. I was like, okay, I guess I pick up crickets now.
Wow. Wow. Yeah.
But
I couldn't do that.
It's my job now is a lot less. It's definitely, I pick up dog food now. It's less
Oh, well,
less
I can do
terrifying.
dog food. I can do that because I'm going to the grocery store to get the kids
Yeah.
groceries anyway. So I might as well pick up the dog food while I'm there. Yes.
Yep.
That I can do. That I can
Yep,
do.
exactly.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I forgot to ask you if you wanted to make any shout outs to any nannies for National Nanny Recognition Week.
I'm, honestly, I always forget people, so I just like literally all of my local people. I love the Columbus nannies because they keep me sane.
I love your diplomatic answer.
They keep us all alive. Well, because every time I try to, tag people in a post, then I always end up forgetting like 45 people.
And then they get
upset, even though I've already tagged
it. You didn't tag me.
Right, yeah.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, sorry.
That's why I say happy National Nanny Recognition Week to all the nannies.
Everybody.
Everybody.
All of you. Literally all of you. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All of you. Everybody. Okay.
Yep.
So I need you to give me two numbers between I need two numbers between 25 and 40.
I'm going to go with 37 and 28.
Okay. I'm going to get to 28 first and then get to 37. Okay. We're going to start. Okay. Now, you have time right now. As I tell everybody who's going to be on next week, you have time right now to put your little icon in there. I keep saying icon. Emoji.
Emoji.
Oh, emoji. Put your little hand emoji.
Close enough.
There.
It's Monday. You're lucky you're even
icon.
here.
Yes. It's been a busy weekend. Trust me, it's been a busy weekend. So while I get ready to count, I'm going all the way back up to the top. While I get ready to count to number 28 and 37, next week we are going to have, drum roll please, Sue Downing from Nanny Palooza.
I love her.
Nanny Palooza. I just need to just be quiet. I'm just messing all of this up.
Please stop it.
So we're going to have Sue is going to come and tell us all about Nanny Palooza this year, what's going on, who to expect. And guess what? I'm teaching a class this year. I'm doing a Blake Shelton. So I'm teaching a class, but I'm so excited she's going to be here next week before she goes on vacation. Sue Downey is going to be here to talk to us about Nanny Palooza. And guess what? She's going to tell us about the cruise that's happening for Nanny Palooza next year.
Wait, they're doing a cruise next year?
Yeah. They're doing one on land and one at sea.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So I'm so excited because I want to hear about the cruise and the one on land and the one at sea. So now I'm going to count. So you all have plenty of time to put your emoji in. So 28 and 37. So just be patient with me. If you see my fingers going across the screen, that's me counting. For 28 is Stacy Toffner.
What?
Are you still there, Stacy? Did you hear me?
I didn't hear you.
Number 28 is you.
Oh yes, I love
I
jam.
was talking to someone.
Woo!
Okay, I was talking to someone else when you put your hand in. I could tell by the comment underneath it.
Woo! You have no idea. I am almost out of jam too. So this is so perfect.
Okay, now number 37. Okay, number 37 is Christine Snyder Gerhardt. I think that's how you pronounce her name. So, Miss Christine, I'm writing these names down. I need you all to send me your address so that I can ship your jams to you. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, that was 5 6-packs that I gave away tonight. Let me write down Miss Christine.
Yay!
So, congratulations to our winners. And we will be back on Wednesday night. I have some more giveaways on Wednesday night. I have some gift cards and some memberships to give away on Wednesday night. So be sure you join us Wednesday night right here for a special edition of Ask the Nanny for the National Nanny Recognition Week giveaways. We're also going to be talking to our executive director of the U.S. Nanny Association. And for those of you who don't know, I am on the board of directors as the director of nanny services. So if you need some help, I love that. Contact me. So thank you all who participated tonight. Please come back on Wednesday. We have some more giveaways, and I hope that you picked up some tips on what to do when mommy comes home, when mommy's pregnant, what to do with the pets beforehand, what to do with the pets after the baby comes home, how to prepare the pets, how to prepare the baby. I don't think you can pretty much prepare the baby, but just the baby to come home. But I hope you have picked up some things that you can use with your families. We're going to have Tracy on again so that she can do a whole segment about how we can help the family adjust with new baby coming home and new pets, or when new pets come into the family, how to adjust the kids to the pets. So Tracy, I'm going to be calling you. So thank you all so much for participating, for joining. I had so much fun, and it was so much laughter like I thought it would be. And I will see you all on Wednesday night with some more giveaways. And you all have a nice night.
Thank you, Angela. Bye.
Bye. All right.